I'm not quite ready. Oh, my back and my body. Alrighty. Alright. Oh, it's coffee. Fuck it. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy back. We are streaming without a delay bit, which I'm feeling pretty mentally taxed. But yesterday, we streamed a really long time. Here's the thing. In this stream, we will be trying and doing for what I've been doing since 8 a.m. this morning, which is something called re-rolling. I'm not sure if it's allowed. It's probably loud. It's probably just like, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. But what I do know is I have, out of my 15 attempts, I have gotten one that was remotely okay. But yeah. Now, they recently, I think, just made it so that the, like, daily rewards for maintenance being down and such, was actually taken away. So that was a nice little bit of free currency that the account, which we do get, maybe, who knows, will not have. So not great. But they did fix a lot of stuff, by the way. A lot of stuff with like maintenance weirdness where you couldn't get into a game is now relatively full. Wait. Current spots, never mind. Maybe it was just because I was playing in the daytime, but they said they fixed a lot of the queue weirdness. Well, fuck. Well, son of a bitch. Good thing I didn't call this re-rolling. We could just keep trying. Well, okay. We suggest playing the recommended servers. Ugh, North America's getting lit up at this time of the day. Woof. Well, oh, we got in. Let's do it. It's okay. Well, here we are. We're in and out. We're gonna do one of these. It doesn't matter. You guys can see my name anyway. We're gonna do that. All right, go. All right, it's good. It's good. All right. Here we go. So we are just gonna be grinding this. Now, with that being said, there was a lot to play. I did not think that this day was gonna perfectly correlate with the insane adage of the Wonderlands DLC class coming out today. Should have thought about it Thursday. Thought we had one more week, but no, everything comes out all at once, all the time. Hate it. But yeah. Anyways. Also, Cult of the Lamb, I do believe comes out tomorrow. I think that's the time. Yeah, maybe I seen some people I seen some videos today of Cult of the Lamb, but I think it's because people got an early, one day early release schedule thing. So yes, anyways, we're gonna skip all this because we're doing the things. Also, I got my controller set up, so it's a significantly more chill time. You do still have to pivot back and forth between controller and mouse, but you know, is what it is. Is what it is. Hopefully, with the tremendous, at least we can determine a little bit of success with the crazy servers being down and being just absolutely barraged. Dude, there is so much in this game that I wish I would have known about, but no one really said anything. Well, at least to me, I didn't really see anyone talk about it, but like how interesting the quests or how interesting the puzzles are. Like it immediately, at least to me, bodies Genshin's puzzle design. Like you being able to pick up these little orby things, chuck them in these plants, and they give you various things. You can do this hopscotch jump on nodes that give you a pretty good yield. Also, I get a better idea of what purple orbs are basically everywhere, and they're okay. They're kind of like a baseline material kind of pull, RNG weirdness. But the gold ones, those are the big poobas, and of course the red ones are equally as desirable. But yeah, the red ones are actually like crazy. Yes. Let's move forward. Also, I think I can use my thing. So yeah, we're just basically doing the reroll thing. We're just running through all this. We don't actually have to fight these enemies right here. We can just run by them. I don't know if I'll make a video on rerolling because it's only gonna get worse over time. Like it's gonna be harder to do what we're doing now, and I feel like that may not be a video that genuinely capitalizes on what people want from that video, which is basically what we want right now is to gain an advantage essentially, or at least to get not gain an advantage, but to get off to the right foot essentially. I don't think it's relatively possible to get Nemesis. It's kind of a joke in the title, but it would be cool if we got her. But it's kind of like extremely lucky to do that because you need to get her basically in 7 pulls, not 10 pulls, like 7, because that's how much awarded crystals you're getting basically. But we're gonna skip all this. Let's skip. Then we're gonna run over to the right, and then we're gonna grab this. Bop. Yes, I don't know if anyone else has been binging this game like I have, or if people, have jobs and they're like, hey, I was doing shit, Grin. Look, that's fair, honestly, sorry. This part, we can just chill out. We can have some coffees, doing a few down points in the, like, go get your 30 pulls and see if you can come out with anything. I am only looking for 2 SSR, basically high quality. I just want 2 instead of the 1 that you're guaranteed at 30. Just if we could get 2, that'd be a significant jump. Nemesis is called the God roll, all right. And at that point, you're probably fucking up, not getting your daily rewards and such. But you know. Also, if anyone is messaging before I actually started the stream, usually I can see the archive messages. I can't now. Because I was barely late, my camera was fighting me, so I couldn't actually record. So yes. Oh man, I'm overheating like crazy. Oh, fan, aim at me. Ha! There we go. Just turn on for 3 hours. That won't be as long. But yeah, just in case I forget to turn off. Oh, I should probably put some... Nah, maybe we shouldn't put sound on. Putting too much sound on can make it weird because we're hearing like weird Japanese anime girls in our ears, A little weird, but yeah. Also, did find out some cool things. You can actually change your gender. It's a specific kind of consumable card, I think. We'll probably get some from events down the line and a variety of other cosmetic things, but that's good to know. But I think it is like, it's still a change or an effort, to actually do that. Yeah, see, we used to have 3 rewards. Now we only get the 1. But still, the ones, I think, a 10 pull, I believe. Yeah, because they had bad maintenance day 1, which, by the way, wouldn't that be absurd? The fact that there was, like, some maintenance hiccup on day 1, and then the devs were like, hey, here's a 10 pull. What? Wouldn't that be absolutely fucked? What's good, Lone Syndicate? Lone Syndicate says, do we get her? Yeah, no, we did not. we are, dude. I don't even know, man. To me, I will be happy with 2. Lone Syndicate and Max. I've been doing this since 8 a.m., sorry. Doing the ting. And I'm at run number 18. And I have 1 account that I got a modicum of two legendaries early. So yes, pain. It's proving to be... but with that being said, though, it is all like the reason why people are saying I think that this is a silly thing to kind of do somewhat is because there is like an entire world filled with wishes, like insanely, to where like you'll hit a plant and it'll shoot you out a black orb, which a black orb is the least, it's more of like a resource dump, it seems like. So you need various materials to level up your armaments and stuff like that. So there's various things there, and I think that's what that banner is supposed to do. I imagine you could maybe get like a 5-star, which would be pretty epic and like crazy. In fact, that's actually kind of a cool way to weaponize the gacha system in a way, is like if you're just going for materials and then you're like, holy fuck, I got an SSR in this thing, that's insane. But the chance is like lower than anything, you've ever seen. So yeah. But yes, I do have on the save that I have, or the run that I had a good one. I still have that one. That one I got the what's her name? The giant lady with the shield, the one that Fluff wants, the shield lady. I got that one. Or maybe no, I think I got that one. I got the shield lady and I got the giant claymore lady. But that's the only other time I've gotten 20. Basically, you're trying to get 2 legendaries in 3 pulls or 30 pulls, and you're guaranteed a legendary at the 30th pull. So yes. God damn, I know, Lone Syndicate. It's been painful. At this point, time is money. I should just drop a little bit of money, but nah, not yet. Not yet. Although I will say, Lone Syndicate, I wanted to get your sense on it. How have you been feeling while you've been playing yet? Or has the game been laggy because you said it was getting a little weird? That sounds like pain. It sounds a little bit pain. It's a little bit pain. It actually, well, it is and it isn't. To me, there is like a weird satisfaction to this kind of stuff. As much as it is kind of like, ugh. It is also kind of satisfying if you put on a podcast, if you're drawing, well, you can't draw and play, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're listening to a podcast, you just have something to do that you know is worth doing and has kind of a boon to some extent, it's not bad. You wish you would get better chance, but what can you do? Lone Stinger says, well, I haven't gotten into it yet. I need to finish up this. Oh, I see. Smart man. I will say, Lone Stinger, I was curious to see what you'd say about it, because I'm actually, like, I'm pretty befuddled at, like, to me, I don't know, I could see people not really resonating with the story of the game, maybe, you know, like, it's kind of, it doesn't seem like it's as, it seems like it's kind of fast, like, it lacks, resonance almost, you know, like, I kind of like this character that we're getting shown around by, but we don't really have enough time to, like, for them to convince us that she's like our childhood friend, best friend ever, love her to bits, you know, she does everything for us. They're kind of just like, she saves you, and we don't get to see that part, you know, we don't get to see her saving us, we don't get to see her, like, doing her absolute hardest to, like, nurse us back to hell. Like, if they would have, then maybe you'd be like, holy fuck, this moment is intense, but they don't do that. Also, I love this animation where you're actually pushing. Sometimes if you do it too quick, it won't work. There we go. But the one thing that I'm blown away at, and this is the thing that, like, to me, I think the game does really well, I really like the gameplay stuff. Like, the puzzles seem, like, incredibly different. Like, none of them are seemingly very similar. Like, sometimes you're bouncing on pedals, other times you're, what do you call it? You're bouncing on, you're, like, doing a hopscotch puzzle, basically. So you gotta, like, jump to this light beam, jump to that light beam, and after it's done, you get a chest. And Genshin's always has felt a little bit like, not like that. And this one just feels like there's a lot of that, which I like. Basically, the puzzles seem like there's, I don't know why no one talked about it, how cool the puzzles can kind of be. Also, you can, like, pick up this orb and throw it into this flower and, like, feed this carnivorous plant, and it'll pop you out a wish, you know, and you're like, that's pretty wicked. Also, the fact that there's wishes everywhere gives so much incentive structure for, like, doing everything, you know? Again, it's like, if you want that character, well, you have options. They're not the funnest options if you're not into the whole, like, you know, explore the map part of it, but there is an option for you to do, and there's always something for you to do. Also, the fact that they give us max stamina right at the hop without, like, having any other weird thing is pretty iconic. It's pretty awesome, to where you don't have to wish for all this crazy shit. Also, stop it. Oh, I'm gonna try and do that perfect dodge stuff. I still haven't got time to master the gameplay, which is a little shitty. Whew. I'm jumping back between playing with my mouse and keyboard and controller. What is good, Stitch? How are you this fine day, Stitch? Stitch, have you even logged in to Tower Fantasy, or is it not quite your speed? Lone Syndicate says, well, I haven't even gotten into yet to finish my project. What's good, Red? Red says, hello. What's good, Red? What's good, Red? Lone Syndicate says, and GRINN. Oh, shit. And GRINN, is that a challenge, saying that I can't draw and play at the same time? What if it is, Lone Syndicate? What are you going to do about it? Okay? What's good, Bully says, hi guys, what's good, Bully? I've been grinding non-stop today. Not gonna lie, dude, I'm envious. I've been trying to do something that is ill-advised and not entirely necessary, but I will say, when you get like a double SSR and 30 pulls, which you're basically only needing to get one in those 2 pulls, because you get a guarantee 1 at 30. But when you get another one of those, it's like, all right, now we got some momentum, you know what I mean? Now, granted, if those are not the worst pulls ever, also, wish. But yeah. Can I help you level, GRINN? We're not leveling just yet, Bolty. We're doing the re-rolling thing. I haven't got my account, my thick-ass account yet. We're doing the re-rolling thing until we can get a big pooba, aka 2 SSRs on an account. I already have one of those, but I think none of the characters I actually am interested in. I think I got the Claymore girl and the shield person, which no, not what I want, but you know. But getting Nemesis is a meme. It's like you have 5 at this. You probably have 3 pulls to get a character, and it's not to happening. Essentially, very low odds, pain, suffering, all that. There we go. So now we're gonna jump over here. This is also kind of the route. Well, if it would not fight me a little bit, there we go. We're gonna pick up this. We're gonna get some wishes here. Wishes galore. There it is. We got a purple wish and an actual gold wish, which the gold wishes is what we actually want. Oh, and we also got some currency. Nice. What is good? Fluff says, I am late, fashionably, and only by minutes. See, these are what I mean by puzzles that are really cute and clever. Like, this is something Genshin don't have, and I quite like it. Also, I have done this maybe 30 times, so, you know, love it. This, give me this. Ah! Give me the wish. Jump up here. Jumpies. I will say, I think they patched out the, like, skip jump. There's, like, a jump that you can do where you can basically infinitely climb a wall by, like, dropping and then double jumping, essentially. But I call bullshit, because I've tried that shit and I just get extra winded. So I don't know if they've nerfed that or what. If anyone's really into the, like, beta testers' minds, understanding, etc., did that happen? Because I feel like that's what happened. But see, this is what I mean by puzzles as well. If we go up here, we could take one of these ice bastards and chuck him into this carnivorous flower. Sacrifice him to the blood gods, etc. Pick that man up, plop him in there, pop. He is now dead. Plan is sated, and nope. Sometimes they fuck up. Get in there. There you go. If you hit it enough, they'll flop in there. We get a wish. Nope. Pick it up. God damn it. We're gonna do jumpies. Dash, dash. Also the movement, man. The movement feels so good. Pick up this, and then the wish. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Don't run too quickly away. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Yeah, it's gonna get the yeah, it was the oh shit, I'm gonna break my knees. Yep, I'm gonna be low health, right? Yep, my damn jetpack died. Oh, God damn it! Wait! Oh, I almost failed that as well. Anyways. Stitch says, give me a sec. Stitch says, words. I gotta do this. Yep, this. Go ahead. It's right here. Yep, this. Can you tell I've done this a lot? But wait, sorry. Stitch says, I don't think this is my type of game. I don't really like Genshin, or like Genshin at all. Is it very different? I don't know. I think it. I don't know. It's hard to say. It is free, Stitch, so there's not really any buy-in. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it steps on Genshin's toes for that. If that makes any sense. Yeah, like I haven't noticed. It doesn't feel the same in Genshin. Maybe the exploration, maybe, but at least to me, it doesn't feel combat-wise very similar at all. But yeah. And maybe it's because I've been playing Genshin for such a long time that like it's all about elemental mastery and like queuing up attacks. It feels way more like, yeah, like if you're sequencing within your abilities, but they also are pretty varied a little bit. It's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't feel like Genshin, but yeah, it doesn't, at least for me. As Lone Sigurd says, I'ma try. Give me a sec. This and then this. 20 crystals. Do this. Some zappy zaps. Some of these. Blender mode. You die. There we go. Easy peasy. Skip, skip. Skip, skip. Time is money. Money is time. We get our free wish. We open up free wish. We go here. We do this. We say yes. I see it. It's the same for everybody. This part is not special. This. We're gonna open up our weapon. It's gonna be like there are things to do. You're like, gotcha, fam. Put that on. Did I mention simulacrums? Skip that shit. Yes, very cool. Lore implications. You can equip it. I know. Putting it on her. Boom. Okay. Now, boys. No. Also, I figured out how you can like look around. So, yeah, we used to get a lot more. They recently took away one of these things, but we still get 10 wishes. This is like them saying, by the way, I think there was like some fuckiness in the beginning of the day. So yeah, it got oh no, this is just a reward for us killing it with apps, free apps in the store. Neat. We'll go to this. Give me these 10 wishes as well. That's 20 wishes, and then that's another wish right there, and then there's a bunch of wishes here. It's gonna kick us out because it wants to tell us about black wishes. All that bop. Did that, and then this, and then go to this. Okay, here we go. Stop. Go over here. Will we luck out? Let's start with the 10. Here we go. Do we wait? Let's wait. This is a good time for me to catch a bunch of. Fluff says, "I'ma try it. Of course. That's what I'ma do about it." Okay, okay. A purple. We did not luck out yet. Let's skip it. We could just see. Ooh, this is actually one I wanted. The Terminator looked, out of all the characters that are like side characters, want. Anyways, here we go. Infinite Climb does work. I've tried it, Beast, Red and Fluff. I didn't work for me. I kept fucking winding myself. I thought, isn't it? I think it's because I keep kicking off the wall by hitting like climb down, but it just concusses me off. I don't want Archer Lady, even though I'm sure it's good. And this is our guaranteed 5 stars, so let's see what we get. This is not quite the roll, unless we get, what's her name? Honestly, any save in which you can make, like, functionally 4 wishes on the limited banner, Ava, or Nemesis, sorry, then yeah, to just use that one, because Jesus. Alright, we got the Blade Lady. I actually wouldn't mind playing her. She's up there in my top 3 that I would like to have. But anyways, let's burn the other ones. We can skip these ones because it's trash. I wish they gave us some indicator that like there's sometimes a little flash right here, if you guys can see. It's right here, just like that little grid, that little tiny static. If that was like gold or purple, that gave you like insight into what you got, that would be pretty cool. But I feel like the gacha system doesn't have that kind of same build up that Genshin has. We still have more of this. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have to pay. Okay, so now we have a whopping 580 demon pole things. In fact, I think I could get more if I go here and get this. No, not the pass. We got to go to level. Claim that little 50 point there. Boom. Back up. Nope. Shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Go back. There we go. Okay. Nemesis, come home with my 2 pulls, basically. It's nothing. Let's just, we gotta rip the band-aid off. If you don't want Huma and Mercy, I'll take. I don't know how I can give you that account because it's my email. I guess we'll see. We'll see. I might give you that. We got no one of them. Skip. I guess this is my last one. Will Nemesis come home? We'll see. Yeah, see, no more tokens. That's what we got. Overall, not great. Not great. We're going to run it back. Okay. Now, wait patiently while your boy is just doing all kinds of things in the background. Don't worry about it. It'll be maybe okay. Fucking knows. Do. If you are wondering why there is maybe like 18 grins on the thing, our server, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean much. It's just kind of a thing. Okay. We're good. Launch. Where's my beautiful chat? Nope, not that. This, and then this. Okay, we're back. We're back. Wow. I like my being in the bottom corner. Fluff says, oh no, I read that. Bulty says, out of my 80 pulls and those world boss chests, I got a five SSRs. That seems like a goddamn lot. My friend, that seems like a ton. An abnormal as fuck amount. Go to check servers like we did last time again, maybe. Will we be able to get in and squeak out one more try? Max says, Grin, what server are you on? I haven't even started making a character yet. We're on the Radiant server. That's where we're currently at. Well, if maybe we'll have to try another server just to see if anything can happen. We'll still be on the Radiant one. Yes. I don't know if this is better or just like leaving it and then we'll get in maybe. Probably just let it go. Let it cook there for a minute. Lone Syndicate says, explain the reroll process. Basically, it's kind of hard to explain a little bit. So there's a thing when you log in, you'll basically need to log out of the launcher, and then you'll have to go to register. And then you can just take your original email that you've used already, and then just put a +15 right before the @ so you know how you say blah, 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 at Google or Gmail or whatever. Well, you'll have that same thing. Let's click U. Let's make this a thing. And we'll do 19. Guess what attempt it is? Kill me. Anyway, so yeah, you'll do that, and then you'll just hit send. I honestly think you might. No, I think, well, I'm not sure. Anyways, you hit send. It will send you a verification code for this new file or this new account. You'll hit send it. You'll take the code, verify the account real quick. Just go to your email, pop it in there. You'll send it, and then you'll functionally have a brand new account, basically attached to your same-ish Google. I think it's called salting for what people call it. But anyways, but yeah, and then you just run the tutorial up until the point where you get the gotcha. You get your mail, which has 30 wishes, and you pull those 30 wishes and see if you get something good out of it. That's kind of like, again, this is just if you wanted to be quick and tidy about the whole process, trying to make it fast. I think some people would go for a little bit more. They would maybe get 40 wishes, but because we're guaranteed an SSR at 30 wishes, it kind of makes it, you want to just push through everything, essentially. At least it does for me. It makes you want to just like see if you can get in those 30 wishes one extra one in the 20, and because you know you're going to get one in the 30, I guess. So if you can get 2, then I think you have a pretty well off account, off to the races, etc. Now, it's not, again, this is the argument, probably not worth it, or not necessary. It's probably worth it, but probably not necessary. But as far as getting Nemesis, that is a meme. I don't think Nemesis is, you're like trying to get a very low drop rate in like 3 wishes or something. It's extremely, in fact, if you just get Nemesis in one of your runs, then yeah, just like if you got the worst 5 other SSRs at 30, just take it, I think, at that point. Also, she's touted as being like, not even just strong, but like well beyond strong, like, you know, like she's up there in the SSSSS bullshittery. But also, I think it's because she's a support or DPS. I actually have not a lot of clue of what Nemesis' strength is. But also, I'm honestly, this is just me, I'm kind of into that because the characters that I'm probably gonna get, the reason why I want Nemesis, if even a little bit, is because of the how cool she looks, and not even that, how cool her weapon looks. Like you fire these 2 guns by your shoulders, like it's just wicked to me. I love that. But the other character that I want is not an overpowered character. It's the guy who has like the little cube, essentially, because I think his attack pattern looks super sick. But I think I'm just gonna wish for him when it comes to the guaranteed SSR that we're gonna get in 28 days or something, or 27 days at this point. But yeah, you basically just run through to the point where we got. You could hit up some other like chests along the way, which is what we're doing, just because it's quick, it's easy, you know. And then you just hover over to this corner thing, and eventually you'd get a skip, and then you'd try to get to this point as fast as humanly possible, because this is the biggest like chunk of time in which you can't do anything. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video. I wanted to make a video about it, but part of me thinks it's just gonna age instantly, you know. I probably should name this stream this. I just didn't know if we were gonna actually be able to get in, so. But yeah, it's literally just follow my footsteps and you'll get to the end. Now this again is only for like the first couple days, especially for like this run specifically. Is making use of the gain of them having reached the 3rd place in the Apple store, essentially. That's just, they just gave you 10, like a 10 pull, which is wild. Nah, not too wild. Genshin has done something similar, I guess, in the past, where when they like get the charts, essentially they hit the charts, they give you a bit. But yeah. Fluff says you can make your preset before setting the server too. Yeah. My SSR so far has been Tasuba. Okay. So my SSR so far have been Tsubasa, Iron Bow, 0, Negative Cube. Negative Cube sounds 0 is the Ice Claymore, Bow Care. You got, man, everyone getting. Granted, I do think, yeah. Yeah, y'all be popping off. Maybe I do have an account that has 2. It has the ones I think that Fluff is interested in. I think I will look at it probably at the end of the stream, just because maybe we'll get something better. If we don't, I think I'll just say I've dedicated a day to this. I'll just use these 2, and they're not the ones I want to use, which is the thing that made me sad. The account that I got that was good was not good for me. Good for probably other people. I don't really want to fuck with the Claymore. If I got the gun girl, like the pistol person, apparently is also cracked and can carry you. If I got her, or even the scythe guy, or anything like that, I would consider that to be an absolute W. But I would like to try to start with 2 SSRs, cause yeah. But just start like with 30 pulls, getting 2 that's fucking dope. You know what I mean? Crazy. But yeah. Flown Syndicate says, Chakra lady, yeah, the circle blade. I can't say it. Yeah, I can't say it. I thought I could say it. No, I thought, no, let's give up. Let's skip this. It's more like how they shoot stars change at the end of the animation, but Tower Fantasy is slow about it. Okay. Yeah, no, you can see it when if you wait until it happens, you can tell what kind of color it is. If it starts to turn into like purple and then gold, but no dice. Sorry, but there's nothing like at the end. Like I think if you were to skip it, it would be cool if you could get a tease at like a quick flash of it being gold, so you could get excited instead of being like, kind of, oh, there it is. Like it's not very exciting when something creaches out of the shadows. You know, I feel like it could have more pop, more oomph. What's good, Beastie? Beastie says, what's happening, people? What's good, Beastie? Fluff says, I said Huma is my #1 most wanted, and Mary will be nice too, but I don't want to reroll. Yeah, it's true. Understand. Yeah, we knew this is also one of the longest parts about the rerolling process. You're just kind of bumming around on the stupid drone. I wish you could make this thing go faster, but I don't think you can. Stitch says, it seems I won't be going to the Christmas school, or Christian school of YouTube fame, etc. With my friends after all. He was positive at first, but he came to the conclusion that he wanted a bit of a fresh start alone. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, Stitch. I will likely be going to another school. Oh, let me check. Another school. By myself, but that means I'll be moving to another city, and I'm all alone instead of with my best friend, which sounds kind of scary. No, that makes sense, Beastie. But also, what do you call it? If you make the most of that, that can be pretty amazing too, man. It's both. It can be a good thing and a really bad thing. But I think how you make it a good thing is a lot of people talk about. When you're in a city that you've been your whole life, or when you're around your friends or your family for your whole life, when you go to a new school, go to college, go to a new place, it allows you to have you basically got a fresh start, so you can become whomever you want. Whereas if you try to make mass improvements to yourself, maybe you want to be more outgoing, maybe you want to be more charming, whatever. If you start doing the things that are really abnormal from your normal behavior, people who have known you for a long time will look at you and almost kind of poke you, almost like, why are you acting that way? Or like, you're acting different. What's going on? Like they'll call it out, and they'll almost make you. It's just basically really hard to actually change when you're around people who have known you for a long time, because you kind of fall into that character that you were to them. So if you're trying to become someone better, then yeah, it's the same reason why one of the biggest statistics ever, I think, that seems really interesting is people who have a drug addiction, if they do not move immediately after they've kicked the drug addiction, they're the cause for rebounding is insanely high. Because it's those people that have that expectation, it's the company, it's the environment that they kind of associate with all these things. So when you have a new environment, you can genuinely become whomever you want if your priorities are doing that as well. Looking at how I could better myself, how I could be more interesting as a person, and more kind or fun, or do something that would be outside of my perceived perception of myself, and yeah. But ultimately, I think it's something that I think it's as good as you make it and as bad as you make it. So that's on you. But I definitely don't think it shouldn't be purely scary. It could be scary if you make it that way, or it could be incredibly useful and interesting for you to have the confidence and the knowledge of being able to stand on your own 2 feet, which could be incredibly good. But I don't disagree that it would be at the very least a little anxiety-inducing going into an environment that you don't already know. But I imagine in other forms of your life, you've probably conquered an environment in which you previously thought was insurmountable, or at least in some way, shape, or form. So who's to say you couldn't do that again? So don't throw in the towel too soon, or even let the parasitic perception of fear enable you or disable you too soon. All right, this. I get it. Sometimes my controller just does not work. I need to set up like proper controls. I've just kind of been using what the game gives you, which is has you holding the controller in some sort of freakish way. Yeah, yeah. But it's funny because you mentioned that your friend may also want that. I think that's probably that makes sense for me. Like I think that's probably where your friend's at. He's probably usually when people want to be like alone like that, they kind of want a fresh start. They want this moment of a situation in which they can reinvent themselves, you know. And like that's great if you have a bunch of friends that are both into like self-improvement weirdness, and they're like trying to both become better and interesting. But it's hard to change when somebody's like doesn't like you changing, because maybe you're changing away from the person that they valued, because they valued the person that was like a homebody who wanted to watch TV shows with them, but their friend wants to become somebody who, you know, goes to parties and is good at communicating to people, and you know, maybe has a lot of money, so he needs to make those connections. But in him changing could maybe have him start taking steps away from you, and as most people do, most people even subconsciously try to make it so that they can keep their tribe essentially near them, so they'll sabotage those people to some extent. Maybe a little jab there, maybe a little like a bad body language and weird face, kind of like, why are you going out tonight? You just, I mean, man, you haven't had that much luck these last couple nights. Maybe you should just watch a movie. Maybe you could come to this thing that I'm doing today. And then that's like, it's not negative, but it's definitely harder to change when you have a bunch of expectations of people having expectations of you, I guess. But yeah, that's one of the things that I've heard everywhere is it's easier when you move to become and like reinvent yourself. But if you're always in the same environment, the same tribe, a little bit more hard, it seems like. Thank you. Oof. Switch weapon. I hate this stupid fucking teleport bullshit. Bullshit. Lone Singing says, I can't wait to dive into this game. It's going to be so fun. I want Nemesis. Don't succumb to the gacha system yet, my friend. Please. And maybe at the very end of the banner, like, fuck it! I want! Because I'll be honest, they did stack the deck a little bit with Nemesis. Like, Nemesis, even just in the story, is kind of an awesome idea of, like, a sweet girl that seemingly, I think, is becoming, like, half cyborg and therefore kind of becoming inhuman. But also, at the end of the day, I imagine she's going to be a character that has, like, a ton of story implications. So there's a part of you that's like, well, like, if they do a good job in the story, I could only grow to like this character more. And to know that I kind of have this badass, like, human hybrid person who has to, you know, who's already proven to be, like, a good friend for me, etc. That's interesting. But also, in the loading screens, man, them fuckers are teasing like crazy. There's a girl with, like, Beyblades as, like, her like, I think, weapon. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, man, these people are insane. Like, they're like, no, we're not going to give you, like, another polearm character. They're like, no, this character is legit rollerblading and murdering people, probably, with her skates. And you're like, what? Excuse me? Are you okay? What? How? Yeah, I mean, kind of it makes sense. I think this story does seem like it's a little bit, it doesn't have as much budget as the gameplay combat exploration, which to me makes sense because this is an MMO first, which... yeah. Yeah. Lone Syndicate says, well, Nemesis, will you be my first waifu with the money? I always be careful. I feel like if like, this is probably the best kind of like baseline if you wanted it one, was if like a lot of time goes by and you, like, the end of the banner, so you get, like, the last 2 days of the banner, and you still want that character after seeing all the videos of her, you know, talking about her pros, her strengths, etc., and you still think she looks fucking iconic, especially now that we probably have an idea what's coming next. God damn it, getting the fucking bullshit thing. There we go. Yeah, if you can see all that, so we go up here, we do this. I'll grab this. But yeah, if you see Nemesis, you still want her, and then that's when you want to wish, sure. But like I feel like that's like a good way to like temper yourself. But if you're, what do you call it? If you might buy into the hype of like, oh, I need to get this character, she's new, I need to, you know, that could be a little bit. You're not in control, so to speak. But if also, you know, you've been busting your ass with these jobs, god damn it, you've been busting your ass with these jobs. If you're like, hey, I could take 10% of that and put it into the polls or whatever. But you do want to get that PC. You do want to get that PC. Think of how good the drawings will be. Think of so much access. Ooh, a little bit of lag, eating me up a little bit. Skip again. Yes, this. It's going to tell me to open up again. We're good. It's going to be right here. And we're going to move a little bit. We're going to activate our parachute. Fluff says, it can take a ton of time, so it's all up to you if that outweighs simple spending time focused on the game and getting enough red nucleus. Yeah, no, again, my whole thing is if you can get that, if out of 30 pulls you can get 2 SSRs, I feel like you're probably hitting the ground running. Now, oh shit. Now, I think if you're resetting a week, like 2 days from launch, that's probably not good, because I think at that point you're wasting so much time re-rolling when you could just be collecting things. And I do think there's like chests that respawn in this game. There's tons of things that are rewarding for you to come into the game every day and do something, rather than you reset and get something for resetting. So I do think there's probably a point in which you should just probably play the game. But I do think the argument or the perception of the advantage of doing this is not worth the couple hours of you making sure you could either get like the character that you want at the very least. You know, like I understand not wanting to get like the most overpowered character ever, but if you could understand that like having this character would let you have a much funner time with the game, then it's on the individual person to determine whether they're like, no, I could just have fun with anybody. But if you're a person who's like, no, I want that scythe guy, then one of the reasons why I'm coming to this game is because I love that scythe. Genshin doesn't have that, and that's what I desperately crave. And yeah, absolutely, take the time to do the thing. And it's honestly not that long, all things considered. It's actually very quickly. At least back in the day doing Genshin's thing, where there's so many things that you couldn't skip. So to me, that was a little bit more heinous. But yeah. The thing. Weapon. Oh, no, it did weird bullshittery. Well, it's going to ask me to do my weapon bullshit. Whatever. It's fucked up a little bit. Alright, let's go to this. Claim all. We have 10 wishes. Go to our wishes for logging into the game. Another 10 wishes. 10 wishes here. Milestones. It's going to kick me out of here when I get a lot of red or purple or black core. We go over here. We go to the actual banner. Before we do that, actually, let's grab our rewards. Go to our level. Claim that. Dope. Back out. Go to wishes. Let's do this. 10 wishes. Ah! Can catch up on chat finally. Beastie says, when I was younger, just leaving middle school, I moved to Batemore. My older brother had just moved to stay with his dad, so it was just me. It was rough at first, but I met some other great people. Yeah, man. One of the things that like seemingly is that I've heard recently that I thought was pretty like on the money. Okay, it's gonna say, hey, do you want to equip a weapon? Like, yeah, whatever. Okay. But what's pretty on the money is it seems like one of the deepest human insights, it seems like, is that most human beings, to some extent, regardless if you're an introvert or whatever, deeply want a human connection, whether that's like a friend or that's someone that understands them or something like that. So if that's not your family, then yeah, but like if you move to a new place and you're always isolated, then yeah, that can be very, very bad. You know, a lot of kids move to a new school and they feel hella isolated in that new school. But if you happen to find 2 or 3 friends, then that school ends up not being so bad, especially as the days go on and you start deepening those friendship bonds, etc. You know, like that's where it gets a little bit more manageable and nice. We got an archer person. This is our guaranteed 5-star. I grew to love that city, and now that I'm away, I miss it. I still play games with my friends from there from time to time. I miss my bro as well. My bro is my yeah. Oh no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You miss your friends. No, I get it, man. That makes sense. Hey, we got Scythe Man and Gun Girl and Healer Person. Not bad. Honestly, could have been worse. Let's get rid of these 4 that I picked up along the way. I wish you could just burn these. I hate that you have to individually pull them. Like, I feel like the whole 5, 4, and 10 bullshit could easily equate. Anyways, let's go with King. Yeah, I know, King. I already have a save out King. but yes, so not the bad. Do. Stitch says, that sounds good, Beastie. Thanks for sharing. I has a lot of experience in as well, in addition to bad nerves. Oh, okay. Is this the last one? No, now we're taking our crystals. Let's go here. Come on, Nemesis! Dude, if I got Nemesis on this banner, I'd fucking lose it. If we get the Scythe guy and Nemesis, then I could pick my Cube Boy. I'd be just jazzed. Stitch says, I appreciate it, Logan. The main positive is that the new school is solely about YouTube and entrepreneurship. That's nice, though. Without a Christian teaching. Yeah, that's nice. Which means more time for what I was truly interested in. Yeah, man. That's really interesting. That's awesome, actually. I hope you manage to pop into a couple streams when you're deep into the whole school stuff, because I genuinely would be interested in the kind of stuff that they're teaching you and all the information there. Because yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if, because when someone hears, I think like, yeah, a school where teachers had to use YouTube, I wonder if there's a part of it probably that seems like, well, how does one learn to do that, you know? But I also think it's probably a lot of the stuff that people learn along the way when they eventually establish an audience and stuff like that. But yeah, also not the best run. Let's run it back again. This. I'll tell you what, this is a lot less just like mind numbing when I'm doing it with you guys. It's nice. I also will say that weird like tank girl is horrifying. Her whole ass stomach is just liquid, just real. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Choices were made. Do. Dang it. What the? Firing off. Here we go. Fluff says, while Nemesis looks cool and especially seems important in the overall plot, I think it'll carry over my I'll carry over my red pity to get Cobalt B. She definitely ticks the boxes of both character design and webby. I haven't seen her yet. I should say that's also why. Like if you could get her like fast pop, that's huge. That's just mental if you can make that happen. Do ba pa 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 pa. Fluff says, supposedly getting C1 Nemesis makes her into a very strong healer. Okay. Interesting. Oh. My chest. Damien says, do you have more definitive thoughts on this game? Now that it's been out for a while. It's been out for like 18 hours more maybe, but okay. Yeah, man, actually, to tell you the truth, I wish I would have heard more people talk about how wonderful things that are in this game are, like, amazing. Like, I feel like people always compare things to what is the comparable point of their favorite thing now. So like people will compare how amazing Genshin's story is, and of course Genshin is a game that's constantly being compared, etc. Genshin is the game that's always going to be compared to this game, probably. That was probably, I took that name, probably. Don't ask what that 20 means. Anyways. But yeah, I wish more people would have compared it to the overall package. I will say Tower Fantasy does seem like it didn't put a lot of money into the story. It feels like the one thing that seems like a little bit held back. But I will say that to me, Tower Fantasy does the thing that it should do, which is, because it's an MMO, it should do gameplay and like the viability of gameplay and the funness of gameplay first, and maybe story and whatnot second. I think that's plain as they see that. But I think the gameplay of like the amount of times like that I've actually had a good time doing chests and quests, or chests and exploration in this game is pretty huge. Like doing the little jump puzzles is actually pretty fun and rewarding. It's not like Genshin where it's just like you gotta kind of drag a Sealy to an area and be like, come on, get in that fucking stupid little lamp. There it is, and there's my chest with, I just got an experience book. And like 5 Primo Gems. Okay. In this game, it's like, you did that? Here's a wish. And you're like, what? And you do that. You can do that like 15 times. Like, what in the fuck is happening? Although, I will say, I'm curious to see how the consistency metric shapes up, essentially. Yeah. I'm not sure how, people who are playing now, that they're probably going to be happy. But like, what happens when you've explored the areas, you've already gotten all the value out of the exploration aspect of the game? Is there like daily quests? I haven't really delved into like the daily quest, the weekly quest, the battle pass. Are those of the same sufficient value that the game seems to have as its base proposition? I haven't got to experience those yet because I've been doing stuff. I've been doing this. How about you, Damien? Have you played a little bit? And what are your thoughts on it? I don't dislike the story, by the way. I can just tell that like certain characters don't have voice lines, even though they're like the main heroine girl, who's like the main intrinsic part of the quest, doesn't have English voice acting. At least I know it probably has Japanese voice acting. I also feel like also I want this character. This character looks so cool to me. I don't know why. There's something about like the child. Like, it reminds me of Layers of Fear the game, where it's like there's a child who is experimented on, but literally can like eviscerate people just by looking at them. It's something like fucked up in my head. It's like that thing that's a monster. It's gonna be able to wreck things. Watch her be a healer, and I'm just devastated. Lone Secret says, yeah, I'll do that. Wait till like the last day of the banner pull. Plus, I would like to get that PC. If I get a chance. Yeah. Damien says, can you please do a story summary of this game so far? I finished the main story, but I still don't understand what's going on. Basically, the world, the whole baseline of the world, it's the same as Destiny. They found this technology, they kind of have this technology. They find this power source. Humanity basically makes these gigantic pillars that are supposed to suck up this energy, but I think that energy also corrupted the people, basically turning them into monsters, but it was like an incredible power source. We have various factions. We have the kind of like burn the world and like let it all reset faction. Then we have the new era of humanity, which is trying to bring the humanity back to its former glory of technology and civility and all that stuff. And then we have survivors. We were saved by seemingly a brother and sister that left the like crazy cultist fuckery to just be us normal survivors and have an enclave, etc. Anyways, these survivors, these brother and sister, ends up finding our character in the mess of a bunch of stuff. Now, the kind of subliminal lore is that we were the same people that are fixing her in the story, because I imagine you picked that up on. She's broken, she's corrupted, she needs to be fixed because she broke this limiter that everybody has, this battery pack limiter. So she got a reverb effect of that and is getting corrupted almost and turning into a monster. Anyways, long story short, the same people that the brother took them to get fixed are the people that we supposedly got influenced by in some way as well. And when we go and talk to like the faction that is supposed to be bringing you like humanity back from the brink or whatever, they discover like a nano bullshittery thing in our system. So we probably got saved by them to their like have a way to infiltrate this big bad organization. So it's just two opposing factions fighting over each other. We have a friend that is now in the enemy faction, getting healed by them, supposedly probably turning into some sort of like mechanized evil monster, hence the name Nemesis. Probably being a play on the whole Resident Evil shtick, essentially, where like you take a person you love and then they become kind of like a shallow drone monster, but there's some fragment of who they are in there still. So that's seemingly the baseline. And yeah, essentially we're just she gets sick, and after like a bunch of survivor bullshittery happens, essentially survivors attack the base, all those things. Anyways, eventually she needs help. The brother is willing to do anything to save her sister, so he goes and gives them to the big bad so that they can heal her because he can't kill her, like he did to all these other people in his tribe. And now he's probably working with the enemy, not because he wants to, but because they promised that they could save her. And both of them are probably going to start to do fucked up shit, and we're going to have to sit by and watch. The story, to me, is actually very endearing, but the one thing where it fucks up on is they could literally tidy up the story in such a powerful way if they were to give us like like in the game Fable 2. Fable 2 had this thing where we got shot and launched out of a giant skyscraper, industrial age clock tower. And we seen ourselves literally get blitzkrieg, like just falling on a bunch of crap, falling down the hills, just shattering our skull all the while. And then we basically fall right in front of this like weird shaman lady who looks at our dead body, or our body, and she's like, "You're still alive, I'll take care of you." We then see this lady genuinely caring for us. We're like bedridden, we have a gauze wrapped around her head. And we also see this dog, like licking our face, making us happy, like kind of making sure we can be on our way. This dog is like bringing us stuff. We see the person nursing us back. This is all in the span of like 30 seconds. She's like nursing us back to health. And eventually, we're like a grown-ass man, and just like a proud mother, she basically is sending you on your way to adventure, to see the world. She tells you you have a great destiny, etc. That's not what we're really talking about, but the idea that we see the person that we are supposedly supposed to be giving a shit about doing stuff for our main character that we would determine to be like, yeah, this is that ride or die shit. The fact that we wake up and they're like, that person maybe saved you. And you're like, okay, I guess I care about them now. And they're like, hey, your brain, your memory, gone. And you're like, okay, should I not be like super sketched out about everybody if that's the case? Why am I like, when my memory's gone, I'm not like, did these fuckers take my memory or something? Like, there's weird bullshittery in the story. My main problem with the story is that I think the like execution of them making us care about her is kind of meaningful. Like, who doesn't appreciate the love of siblings and having to take care of one another, and then feeling like you owe something to a person, and then therefore having to annihilate yourself? That's all pretty and fine. But it's the fact that I don't know why my character is even remotely giving a shit about this character. Whereas if they were to like slowly, bit by bit, make her seem more endearing and make you like feel like I need to root for this character, I need to fix her because she fixed me. Like, that would have been so much more powerful if you're like, no, I'm not going to give up on you because I literally seen you like nurse my character back to health. It wasn't just like you woke up and you see her and you kind of got to trust that did what she said and all that stuff. That's a false aspect of the execution of the story. But as far as the gameplay, which is what I think it does expertly well, the puzzles seem awesome, the combat seems pretty varied. Everything like the resettable dungeons and domains and dailies and like adventure books and all that stuff seems awesome. I'm a little worried to see what will be coming after all of that. Like, what the hell is going to happen when we're like 2 months into the game and everyone's done all of the things? Is it just going to completely stall out like Genshin kind of did, where like you no longer have any value to do anything? Like, what happens when you complete the adventure book? You know what I mean? Like, what happens then? Are we just kind of stuck in a lull for a long time? I don't think we will. I think they'll probably manage to give us another thing to do. just because there is so much already to do that I think they know the value of, especially in an MMO, of maintaining a person's attention. But yeah. Who's Nemesis? Who's your favorite character so far? My favorite character so far is I should know this. I'm blanking on names. There's like the dude character who I think looks rad, but I don't know what his name is. I think his name is Zero, but he has like a little cube. I don't know if he's good, but he looks like just a blast to play. So ow. But yeah, he looks very, very fun to play. I don't know what his shtick is. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Sorry, brutal. This. Go talk to Nemesis 0.0. But no, I don't really know what character I like because I haven't really had time to experience all of them. But I will say the one character that stands out to me is the dude. There's a cube boy. Favorite female looking design character. I can't remember what her name is. Oh, that's what it is. I don't think she's in the game yet. She is. We could check actually. Let me see really quick. Oh no, we can't because we don't have we'll have to wait until we get to the gacha system. I don't think the girl with the military girl is in the pool of characters yet. If we got her, dude, I'd be pretty jazzed because she's apparently really good and looks amazing, like awesome, you know. Do 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 do. Tower of Memory, says Beastie. I can't wait for all this Tower Fantasy memes. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. The Genshin community, I think, is like, yeah, I'm blown away at this game and the way it feels. This game does not feel, at least to me, like a MMO game at all. Like the way it feels super fluid and the way like combat, you can immediately change and pivot where you want to go. It just feels like snappy, I don't know. I always hate when games have like a huge cast time and shit. It's like, god damn it, I can barely use this attack, you know, because I'm waiting there for 10 minutes for it to happen. I'd be playing it, but I'm stuck at Hierarcho. What? I don't know how to teleport back to the main map. You can hit M. Is that what you mean? What do you mean? Stitch says the secret of Fluff text lost to the age. Sorry, Fluff. By the way, yeah, I'm sorry if the message got eaten up by the chat because I'm trying to leave anyone behind. But also, I got ranting about the story. But I also do think, like, again, I think based on just the momentum, and it doesn't look like it's not warranted. I think that Tower Fantasy probably will make a lot of money. I think we'll see them probably break some records, or at least, you know, be hella sufficient about what they were hoping for with the return of the game. And then I think they'll hopefully put some money back into the story, because it does seem like there's probably some sort of, like monetary issue right now, where I don't know if they knew how popular this game would be and how much that they could reinvest if they're making XYZ with each banner. I don't know. Maybe they're making bank, but I wouldn't imagine that they have that. I think it'd be kind of stupid in a business sense for them to be like, yeah, let's just put billions or hundreds of millions of dollars into a team that can do the story and the writing and the animation, because it does look like they had to kind of pick and choose what they were wanting to invest in, and I think story took a little bit of a backseat there. Even if everything was voiced properly, it's still, again, it still felt like it was present, but like it was kind of the thing out of all the things to be left behind a little bit. Fluff says Cobalt B is the girl you receive your thing from. Oh, okay, she's the girl you receive your car from. Interesting. Is that the character I thought that's people are speculating is gonna be pretty goddamn powerful? It's funny because like a lot of these characters that I think people want are the super aesthetic, characters that almost have like a not a katana, not a giant hammer. It's like no, you have like magic or some sort of like crazy death cannons that float around your shoulders, and you literally just annihilate everything. Like, okay, hell yes. Which is just a better pitch, frankly. Also, definitely appears that Nemesis is either Cheryl or related in some way. Has her hairstyle and a little hair. Yeah, I was about to say, I would be shocked. Because I think it adds it with the story, though, right? Like, that she gets taken to this, like, enemy faction's place and gets, like, juiced up with all this kind of, like, fucked up tech. Like, even I think that's what they even reference. So I think it's pretty on the money. That'd be hilarious if they were like, they reference, like, this shady company turning into a cyborg or some shit. And they're like, but that's not actually what happened. I'd be like, why? why are you trying to play 4D chess right now, my guy? It's a little much. Off we go. So one of the potential most powerful entities in the game is a healer. Is it purely a healer, Fluff? I thought the whole reason why people thought she was, or saying she's so overpowered, is because she was two things at once. She was like a healer that could also deal a fuck ton of damage, and you were always gonna want a healer in some regard. So why not have a healer that can also pack a punch and do damage? Or was it that she amplified her everyone else's damage? Was that what it was? But hey, you say that, Fluff, but that's kind of hilarious because the most powerful entity in the entire game of Genshin is almost unarguably Bennett. So, like, yeah. A battle of attrition with Bennett for sure. Stitch says, does anyone here know any good gaming laptops? Laptops would suit, well suited for editing. Ooh, I don't know about that. I feel like that'd be much. You'd probably want to go to like a Linus Tech Tip thing, yeah, or like any sort of, yeah. I feel like it's a specialized question that I'm sure has just as there's like a bunch of gaming PCs because people have like know that that's a desired perception that people want to pursue, gaming, type content PC. I feel like that would be there for you online, but I don't know off the top of my head. All I know is that RAM is a hell important, etc., stuff like that. Also depends on the editing software you're getting. But yes, but probably never mind. Skip this. They'll give Cheryl a very good country girl childhood friend exactly vibe, despite only just meeting her. Yeah, she's like, we've known each other forever, and it's like, what? Writing, scuffed voice acting aside, me too. No, I like her. I just, to me, the part in the story where I disconnect is why our character gives a shit at all about her. Not to be mean, it's just like, why you're like you lose your memory and you're like, yes, you will now fit my big sister archetype because I'm that alone, even though I'm pretty sure we have like a sister archetype, I think. Maybe we don't. Maybe that was just our friend that happened to be like wearing the same clothes as us, which in an anime game is unheard of, that's not your sibling in any way. But anyways, we are agents, so maybe that's the way they rationalize it. Oh, a little bit of lag. Okay, boys, do you think we're gonna come out on top? Maybe. God damn you. Jesus Christ, yeah. memes aside, ow. Give me all this. I wish there was a way to get all that. Oh, also, last time, I don't think we even used the black crystals. Shit. Well, god damn it. Here we go, no hesitation. Oh, we didn't collect the other reward, too. Dick Ritchie says, what game is this? This is Tower Fantasy, free-to-play game. It's for mobile and PC. Yes, you download it by going to the Tower Fantasy website. And yes, let us see. Gross. We had this. I hate the spear, honestly. It's not fun. Next one. Damon says, that's... what's the deal with the perfect key and the force opening chest? Yeah, I don't know about that either. I think it's basically an incentive structure, I believe, to use your black wishes, essentially, or your dark matter wishes. I think that's what maybe it is to some extent, but I can't be sure. I've seen zero use of a lot, so I'm sure he'll be a solid weapon. Ever since support-oriented one, but you could use that as your healer option, and then get 2 DPSs to balance it. Yeah, no, that's what I'm kind of thinking. That'd be nice too. It's kind of a toss-up between whatever I get. It's looking grimace, is what I'll say. It looked like I have, out of all the things that we've been cooking through, it has been It has been like, I've gotten one account out of 20 that has had 2 SSRs. But yeah. Although if I got a lot of these ones, that'd be nice too, because she just seems like she has a fun weapon. But he says, Tasaba is my waifu now. Who's that? Is that the gun girl? I think that's one people I heard a lot about, the gun person. Nah, Pocket delete the message by accident, and thankfully it was only a message showing, so I didn't feel bad about it. Stitch says, Repose! The first few weeks or months are dedicated to analyzing the market and such. Ooh, we got Scythe Guy again! Analyzing the market, and such, just as you mentioned from the... Yeah, no, that sounds awesome then. No, yeah, never mind. It could be huge. We got the Bow Girl as well. And we're just going to skip to the end, yes. So we got Scythe Guy. Not bad. Not bad. It's okay. It's okay. Scythe Guy would not be bad if we get Nemesis. But thus far, no double diamond. Or no double gold. Do, 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 do. Oh no, don't use dark crystals. Nemesis! Nemesis is evil. Cheryl? Shirley? I don't know. Is that her name? Yeah, I think that's right, yeah. Yeah, I would be shocked if they didn't do that. She's literally wearing the same bear head pin, and we know in the story that she literally gets like taken to a place of like evil, and dude, it would be the most batshit shit if they were like, actually that's her sister the whole time, because there's just so much like foreshadowing in like all of it. Like it's almost like Genshin being like, Genshin Impact was like, your sister's not evil maybe, and it's like, what? Like there's a whole ass like in the season pass it goes on a rant about how like one sibling was called first to this planet and then just kind of like shit the bed or something. So yeah, liars if it does do that. Also, I forgot to do a thing. Will this be the big pooba? Also, I'm gonna get one more wish for Nemesis. Just skip it. It's fine. It's gonna be trash. Nothing. Yes. Okay. What are we doing? We're doing this. Rewards. Lock this. Yep. Back out. This. Nope. I'm freaking out. Nope. This. Nope. This. Nemesis. One more. Go. Alright, whip. Running it back again. I'm gonna throw up. Anyways, it's okay. Just do 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 do. I fucked up. We gotta wait 15 minutes. 50 minutes. I fucked up on the execution of what we needed to get done. Sid says, repost. The school gives you time to work on your own channel, while at the same time the whole class will have one shared channel. So it might send some links in as well if it's not too... No, I'd be hell interested to see what happens. Yeah, it's really crazy, Stitch. That sounds like out of how you would do it. That makes sense about why that would be. Yeah, it's more when you hear how they're gonna approach developing a specific kind of skill that gives me hope that actually it makes sense that could equate in some way like that. Fluff says she's high offensive, and her C1 Nemesis apparently becomes a strong healer too, and and is classified as a support. Gotcha. Oddly, I think the other gender choice might not have any relevance going forward, partly because it's an MMO co-op game. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe. Do 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 do. running it. Oh, where's my coffee? I'm drinking so much caffeine today, boys. Oof. Richie says, always watch you, your Let It Die, bro. Thank you. I'm so happy you enjoyed those. Richie, appreciate it. Appreciate the support in any way, shape, or form. Fluff says, password chest, password chest respawn. Chest respawn, and you'll get more rewards out of chests with keys. It's mostly just for packs of good resources. Oh wow, so you should just, I thought it was green ones that respawn, but you're saying everything respawns? Shit, so you're just supposed to pop them open whenever you see them? So don't even like, I was leaving some behind, but I guess. Granted, I don't have my like main character thing yet, so you know. Damien says, "Are you real?" Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to get a good run. Honestly, at this point, my brain is starting to melt. Your boy would just be happy with getting any SSR, 2 of them, and then whatever happens. 2 counting. So basically, like we're gonna guarantee get an SSR. I want 1 in between, which is why like the first 2 polls, I'm like, and then at the third one, I'm like, fucking whatever. Okay. Out of my 20 attempts, I've only gotten 1. So, you know, what's good, Basilisk? Basilisk says, hello there. Hello, Basilisk. How you doing? Almost identical to the prior. I know, it's a little fucky. Actually, is it? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, we got 1 person as well. Wants me to have that scythe, and I want it too. But I also know that gun is probably like hella good, because there's already weird bullshit where like an enemy is far the fuck away from you, and the fact that you could just have pistols and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, like 20 feet away is pretty legit. How many rolls are you aiming for before you settle on which has your ideal SSR? Honestly, Fluff, it's more of a proposition of value. It's if I could get any with 2 SSRs that are any of the one, so I want 2 basically to get cooking, but I have yet to get one that that has one of the characters I want. So I have one that has the giant claymore lady, who's like the ice princess, giant claymore, and then I have in that same save file I have the shield girl or the shield axe person. I don't want to play either of those characters, so if I can get one of them that's like the scythe guy, maybe I don't think the katana lady's in there. I wanted to see that. I forgot the katana lady, who's like the militarized person. I wanted to get her, but I don't think she's in there yet. And yeah, honestly, if I got Nemesis, I'd probably just say fuck it. I'd just say like, whatever, let RNG just take me, because again, supports are kind of worth their weight in gold, especially ones touted to be like as good as these are. And I want that to be not capped. Although there is a name change, so it's not as bad. Did I choose? Oh God, I chose the. You can change your gender, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I think it costs something. Either that's Shirley or they cloned her. Yeah, what's same is same. Maybe she's dead. Maybe that's what they do. I feel like that has to be her though, especially like if they do that where like there's the evil version of her and then there's like the good version, then it'll just be a super simple situation where we're just like, we'll kill the evil one and take back Shirley. It is kind of funny because their whole lore implication for characters is like legends download themselves into this like ultra instinct place. At least that's my understanding of the gacha lore in the game, how it makes sense. And then she's there. It's just like, what? Like, what? Weird, okay. Then again, in these games, nothing makes sense, because you could play, like, most gacha games, you could play, like, the villain as your play character, and you're literally fighting against himself. It's very strange, but yes. How's your day been, Basilisk? Fluff says, the support pods are what don't respawn, but all chests, rusty blue and purple and gold, do. Oh shit, I know that. I believe respawn. Does gold give you money, or does it give you a wish? And by a wish, I mean a pull. Pull probably is more synonymous. I should do that. Bassett says it is. With the yellow nuclei, the red ones only give you guarantee an 80. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for the first one, that's the thing. Like, for your first rendition of the gacha system, you can get one at 30. 30 is your guaranteed one, and then you get another one at 80, and then everything is just at 80. There's no pity. But till then, you get a little like, hey, thanks, King, for giving us some spark. But people are saying they already got 5 fucking SSRs. That's nuts. Maybe well, yeah, you can only get to level 18. We'll be like level 25 now, but still. Wild. I'm gonna throw up, goddammit, air bubbles. Fluff says, this is why I'm fine with not re-rolling, as I got Coco Rider, so I could, also we should skip this. Coco Rider, so I have a solid option, both ice and vault, staves, so I can be flexible on my fire weapon, whichever staff I'm not using. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you definitely make it work. I just think that, like, if there's something I can do at this beginning that could give me a funner time 2 hours into the game, 5 hours in the game, because I'm actually still enjoying the character I'm playing, then I'll make the concession, essentially, you know? Not that you need to. You can also just, like, learn to love whomever you have. But, yeah, to me, I think I'll be happier this way. Yeah. If we get something. We could also do this, like, 50 hours. And again, at a certain point, you should stop re-rolling, because you're just dedicating, like, 3 days in which you could be getting, like, daily commissions, daily, weekly bounties, stuff like that, progression, just generally. But, yeah. Oh, this is where we can actually chill. Max says, I'll be sure to catch more streams of this game in the future. I hope so, Max. We're going to be playing this game a lot, although there's a lot to play. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. That's quitting talk, says Beastie. At the beginning of the stream, I said we're probably going to, I'm actually kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Apparently, I didn't know it was this quick. I forgot time of it, but Wonderland's just released their newest character, I believe, today. So, shit. That's the thing. We're probably going to stream that probably on Twitch on Sunday. We'll fuck around with that. But then tomorrow, I think I want to get Cult of Lamb and at least experience that alongside you guys a little bit. But in the background, your boy going to be grinding. Although I am also still in the research phase for looking at Tower Fantasy. So don't expect a video on that too soon. I still need to look at what people are generally interested in and see what I can provide. But I was thinking about making a re-rolling video. But with like, if you don't have we got good ratings on PS Mobile Store or whatever rewards, and it's going to be pretty rough. You're going to be getting you're not going to be guaranteed your guaranteed 5-star. You know what I mean? Which is the whole point, by the way. Like, there's layers to value proposition on re-rolling. Like, you could get 2 characters with 30 pulls. That's huge. That's an additional SSR. Or you could just make sure you get the right SSR character at your 30th pull. So you could get the character that you're most interested in, which is also fair, I think. In fact, that one probably seems the more baseline good. So that way you at least have a character that you're enjoying playing as you're playing them. But yeah. Basilisk says, I'm happy with my pulls, so got some of the ice greatsword and the shield, and I'm OP. But yeah, see, I got the same thing, man. Those were my double pulls as well. I got Ice Girl, Ice Claymore, and what's her name? The shield axe situation. BZ says, I love tiny waifu bunny, the weird little ferret thing following you. I will say, she seems like she is less, like, Paimon seems like she has a whole-ass personality in which, you know, is acceptable, I guess. But the character seems, like, genuinely flawed. Like, she's just kind of like a mess. She's like an AI that has, like, her speech dialogue is all fucked up. So she's like, okay. And it's endearing. It's endearing. More endearing than Paimon. We don't have that much story with her, so it's kind of a little too early to say. But I'm excited that her lore makes sense for her changing into weird shit. Like, she's technically like a little AI doll monster thing, so you could probably have like a dog version of her or something. I think there's gonna definitely be pets. Am I close enough? I am good. Skip. Wait, I'll drink my coffee when we're on the stupid drone thing that takes a fucking millennia to go do. Stop dodging away. Go forward. Also, there's cats. I seen like a thing that showed like your character's personality or like affinity, and it had like likes cats on like a weird diagram, and I was like, what what is happening? What are we playing? Bodhi says next cat maybe 27 or 30. Woo, Golly. Oh. What's the max cap? Does anybody know? Fluff says, my goal is to get the fire shield axe, then either use an ice hammer, or if I get a volt pistol, or even eventually tanky volt weapon, when I use which lacking at the staff for backup healing. Gotcha. You already come with a whole ass plan. Fluff says fire. All right, fire shield axe ice hammer will be a solid tank resource. Resident, sorry. And having a staff that heals myself offers on the side would be pretty nice as well. Yeah, it sounds like the whole ass. It sequences perfectly. It sounds like. Basilisk says, I've got an ice hammer. What's that? Got an ice hammer. Let's go over here. I've got an ice hammer and an ice sword for Shire Shield. I don't know whether... Yeah, dude, you're perfect. Just the way you're saying it is enough for my brain. In fact, if you start naming characters, I'd be falling apart. It'd be bad. Also, I love in the lore that this girl is like the same age as her. It's just like, what? Pumperpel, Melting Shield Vault, and Rose Edge, I think. Or Arna, AI... Huma and Mary, definitely. I recognize it. Gotcha. So that eventually full... Oh, sorry. So the inevitable level cap will be 70. And it's going to take around 88 days before getting to that. Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's... But it's sorry, Fluff, is that accounting for, like, the fact that things are delayed? Or is that accounting for... How do I phrase that? So if somebody logged in at the 70th day... Could they, like, do enough work to climb back to that point? Or is that accumulating, like, the weeklies, the dailies that are all giving you massive chunks of experience? Or is there enough global experience to where you could just brute force it? Does that make sense? I'm trying to wonder if you have to, like, make use of every day now in order to get to that point in that same time period? Or can you just do, get there when the restrictions are off? If you wanted a hyper grind, essentially, whatever you want. I fucking hate the tutorial thing so much, but also I don't want to take it off because I know I'll need it eventually. That. Go. I will say, it does seem like your attacks do nothing. I wonder if they'll ever release a weapon that just hits hard, like without having to use an alt, because it just literally feels like you're doing like 4 damage and then you hit an alt and you just annihilate something. Upgrade weapon. I understand, sir. It is upgraded. Now I am getting attacked. Dodge. Killed it. Can't touch this. Oh, it's on cooldown. Or it would also be really dope, honestly, if there was a character that just like completely neutered cooldowns. That'd be awesome. Because that's kind of like, I don't like feeling like I'm stuck in La La Land. Although there is combos in this game that like put Genshin's to shame. Like, it's insane. I remember when I got a hammer at some point, and that hammer is insane. You can do like charge attacks. You can do like, if you double tap your ability, you can do like giant hits or like become tanky. It's weird. It's awesome though. But it's like, hell yeah. And you can have 3 of those, like crazy intricate weapons. So, kind of cool. What's good, Leon? Leon says, I got King Nemesis. You got Nemesis? Did you just get it like luck out? Or did you spend a little bit of that money? What's happened, Leon? I got King Nemesis and the Shakurma girl. Who should I choose from the SSR? Apparently Gun Girl is legit, but I don't know if she's gonna be in there. Gun Girl is probably like the second out of all the characters you have, which is like fucking stacked. The Gun Girl is great. I personally, just because of aesthetics, I'm not sure if she's gonna be available, but the General Girl, General Waifu, ooh, golly, Leon, she looked good. Yeah, Gun Girl's up there, but if you already have Nemesis, you already have a good healer. I personally, if I was you, just because of who I find I like the look of, is the Zero, who's like the cube guy, because his Nemesis is probably going to take care of your damage. You also got the Scythe guy, yeah, King. So you got plenty of like a good DPS and etc. At that point, you could just use maybe some tankiness with a good shield, and that would take care of you. So I would, actually Zero would maybe work for you. Also, Zero just looks like, his attack combination looks super satisfying. Like everyone else is hitting with swords, and he's like throwing Digistruct cubes at people, and like summoning pillars and shit. It's wild. It's wild. But it kind of depends. But that would be the two that I would: Gun Girl or Zero, or the Katana Lady. The Katana Lady is also just good for DPS, I believe. But that'd be what I would say. But that's insane. Did you get Nemesis, or did you wish for Nemesis? Because if you just got Nemesis, whew, golly. Bastila says, that coffee sounds very liquidy. Oh, why is they're stirring it right by the mic? I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, what do you call it? My mic is right. If I have it too high, then it blocks my whole ass face. And you guys won't get to see my not great, but acceptable beard. Pick it up quickly. Ooh. After day 9, it starts to stagger out the cap increase, and the last handful every 4 days for a single level. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Give me my wish. Nope, crap. Yeah. Playing, I really need to fuck with the controller thing. It's like, it got my attack button on the interact button, and I'm losing it. It's breaking my mind. Oh, Bastila says, I found myself an NA server with a decent ping that doesn't put me in the queue when I join. Yeah, but well, apparently they released a bunch of gems and stuff like that. I don't know if they took them back because it technically wasn't fixed or what, but the queues have gotten significantly better than yesterday. I think it's deceptive. It says like it's gonna take an hour for you to get into a queue, but it doesn't. It like takes maybe 5 minutes, but that also maybe depends. I don't know why it would depend, but maybe. Give me my thing. Day 15 onward, a single level increased to 48. There's a hard level cap. The game gated story. So I think if people come by on day 88, all level 70, the story will be available. Okay, yeah. I'm just wondering if, like, say if a person took a giant break, like, is there the same level of FOMO in this game that there is in Genshin, where like if you take a break, you just miss stuff, and it's just kind of generally bad? Or is it like, no, if you come in here like a day 70, where the cap is just about to 80 and you start from 0, there's enough world XP and side quests and stuff for you to get maybe close, maybe like 60. That way you're like, you'll only be 1 week behind. Or is it one of those things where it's going to punish you severely by taking time or not keeping progress, you know? Like, how easy is it if you got into the game late to get to the end game point? Is there enough world XP to get there? Or is it all based on like, no, you need to do the weeklies, you need to, those are all going to be cumulative for you to get your head above the water right at the gate as soon as it launches. I don't know. After day 15, it raises every day. Also, Red says oh shit, I gotta pay attention. All of these good XP sources are either daily time gated or only one-time use, like pods. Okay. So maybe. No. So you're saying there's like maybe a lot of base world XP that you could just get. Okay. Bastila says, I haven't used the red nucleus yet, only the yellow one and the black one, saving the premium ones when I have 120. Was it to guarantee yourself a legendary? Well, man, if the thing is though, you could get, you don't need to wait, like, your pity isn't at 80, so if you did wish, you wouldn't lose your pity. So that's something that is a huge basilisk. That, like, at least to me, that's amazing. In this game, if you lost, so say if you wanted Nemesis, but you're like, man, I don't want to waste pity. Your pity is never wasted. So say if you wished on the Nemesis banner right now and you got her within 30 pulls, you would not lose your 80 pull. So you could still wait for the next banner to come out, and then you just carry over your your pulls over to 80 until you got her, and then you'd be able to thrive essentially. Yeah, which is huge. So like you can, yeah, there's no need really to save. It seems like beforehand there was a need to save because you could lose this or that, or like you would lose your pity, but you never really lose your pity. You're guaranteed to get a thing at level 80. So you could luck out and get a 5-star at 40 and wouldn't reset it. So you could just go balls to the wall. So I think there's more of a debate not to hoard in this game because the pity doesn't really get lost. It just like you could net gain stuff. In fact, the pity that you could lose is when you are guaranteed a pity. So when you get to your 80th, you're like, all right, I need to be careful right now. Is there a 50-50 in this game, by the way, guys? I feel like yeah, probably. So that 80th pull could be very well the one that you don't want. Like that 80th pull could be an off-banner character, but it would still be a 5-star. So you're guaranteed an SSR, but not an SSR that you want, maybe. But also, in the lead up to go all the way to 80, you could get 2 of those SSRs. You could get one then at the middle point, and then at 80 you could get another one. I don't know the value proposition really well for the 80th pull. Or sorry, for getting multiple copies of a 5-star. Apparently, like it's constellations essentially. Like Fluff was saying that Nemesis becomes a better healer at a certain point if you get the second constellation, which is cool. But yes, what do I do? Oh, we're doing this. We are going over here. Give me this. Nope, don't do that. Ooh. Do not delete all. That would be rough. This. Claim the 10 wishes. Go over here. Claim this. Gimme. Nope. This. Gimme. And this. And go. And this. And pull! Come on, baby! We're hitting home! Red says controller controls are the worst. Super half-assed and can't be rebound. Or even use the menu. The attack button is also the interact button. Yeah, you feel the same pain as me. It's brutal. Okay, I don't know if I'll stick it out essentially, but maybe. Okay, I don't hate this. Out of all the characters to get, I don't mind having her. Actually, she's one of the ones I want. Just her weapon looks sick. She's like a giant noob tube. I don't know if it's good, but yeah. Will we get the one for this one? Maybe. Possibly. Oh, my body. Oh. Nope. Not a double 5-star thing. What is the other one? We got tank person. Well, maybe we'll get 2 here. Oh. It'll require doing bounties and dailies to get to the max point in the 70 days. Gotcha. I'd say either get another one of King or Shiro if you want to use either or both. Oh yeah, both person. Or look through the rest of the standard SSRs to figure out what resonates with your roles and tanks and stuff like that. Yeah, makes sense. Pity does not reset even if you get the featured character. Yeah, early. Yeah. And I currently over the next, and it carries over to the next. Oh, I didn't know that. Awesome. Okay, carries over. Yeah, well, that's what I would assume, but yeah. Nothing yet. And it carries. Basilisk says, but you lose the ticket that you. We keep getting fucking what's his name? They're like, you want Scytheman. And we got another one of hers. We keep getting Scythe Guy, King. It's like, but what if you got another version of the guy? And I'm like, okay. I do want him, but if I could get, yeah, selfishly 2 SSRs before we start our journey, that'd be pretty huge for me. We do have that save file, though. We're going to do one more run, and then probably going to be at the end of the stream. And then we are going to, I'll show you guys the best account that I got thus far. Oh, by the way, I wish on our original account, the one with all the story progression, brutal. Nothing. Like, nothing. I think we got a wizard healer, which is not what I want. Nemesis. Again, if in some crazy ass world we got Nemesis, then that would be good. Nemesis and DPS guy, something. But yeah, what are the odds? Stop it! Stop it! Get away from me. So I have 10 red poles, and we'll be careful on those, on how much more I use until Colbate B is available. Yeah. Probably be very careful. No one cares about the R's, only the SS, the SRs, and SS. I mean, can you blame them? They kind of look like when the SSRs are looking like in Genshin. There's a better value proposition for the those ones because they're kind of a little bit samey. Not samey. It's not the right way to phrase it. It's just like they're like, okay, you know, they're like you know, you're like, this character can also wield the same weapon as everybody else. Whereas in this game, it's like no. The SSRs and the SSRs are like, yeah. What I think I made a sentence twice, but. There's a huge difference between like bang for your buck with the characters. Like you're like, do you want a character that literally summons like Digistruct like code into the game and just eviscerates? Or do you want a person that holds or just weapons? Like no, not even a character, just a weapon. And you're like, what the fuck are we talking about? What am I, a joke? Yes? Okay, rude. But come on. Load out, log out. Do 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 do. Send email. Look at it. There it is. Pain and suffering awaits us. Go. No, I'm not clicked it, goddamn you. There it is. Go! Firing off. Logging in, you sick, twisted person. This is your 20th attempt? You disgust me. Fuck. Get off me. Booty says, not gonna lie, a starting arena has a lot of... Dude, has a lot. Again, there's definitely not an argument for, like, this game is a scumbag piece of shit. like, not generous as hell. Again, to me, though, it feels genuinely so good. Like, just to be able to run around the world and feel like you're constantly at the behest of so much stuff around you, you know what I mean? Like in Genshin, there's, at least to me, almost zero incentive to do chests. Like, people talk about, like, Genshin is chest and quests, except there's no incentive to do either. But the fact that this game is like, no, you get a wish. You get a whole ass wish. That's a chance, baby. That's a whole ass chance. And yeah, that to me makes it way more good. My only worry is that what happens when the well dries up? What happens when all the world puzzles, chests, and such are all dissolved? What is the give rate on weeklies, the battle pass, and daily? Like, this game, I don't believe has a Welcome Moon type thing, which is like a crazy value proposition with the counterweight of you needing to play in order to benefit from it. Continually play, I guess. Basically act as like good bumpers for Steam numbers and shit, or player numbers and stuff. But you lose the tickets that you can use to buy the featured weapon because that guarantees a 50-50. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. So you lose the tickets that like allow you to get the big pooba? Weird. That's a little fucky. Well, I guess it's not like it's still a better option than what we're used to, but still. So, preferably you want to spend most of your red nucleus on a limited banner. You want to be sure. Yeah. So as soon as you get the character, that's when you can be like, I nailed it, and you leave immediately. So, yeah. Refine, but is that way if you keep wishing and you keep failing, you lose the 50-50, you probably have enough currency. Well, no, wouldn't you need to, like, have super gone in to, like, get that value thing? Because, yeah, you're... I don't know how that math checks out. Well, do you guys think if you wished 80 pulls into a banner, would you have enough to guarantee yourself the banner weapon, but you'd have to waste all those tickets, or would you probably be more of like half? So like, you'd have to go 150 wishes in, and at that point they're like, yeah, you can just buy it with the tickets you've aggregated by wishing on that banner. Damien says, I have 2 lightning ASSR weapons. Nice. And a healing spear. Ooh. No one cares about the art ranks outside of the fire bow, since a lot of stuff needs to be melted. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Nice. It's your boy. Boy with the biggest eyelashes you've ever seen. Not me, him. What are we at? 20? We'll see if that's... I think we're past that. Yeah, it's taken. By whom? Who knows? Who is this fiend who's getting all... I think we did that one. Who is this fiend getting all the GRINN names? Damien says, how is the update schedule for this game? Genshin stays alive because of its huge version of updates. Even Fire Month. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like probably pretty good, but I would be surprised to... I would think it's going to be pretty consistent. Although, to me, honestly... Damien, I feel like one of the things that the game has to do is if it just keeps some of the shit in the game, and considering we're already pinging to servers and whatnot, I feel like you can kind of offload a lot of data just to do that, like storage and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, if they keep any of the stuff in the game that they're adding, I think that's gonna be huge in terms of Genshin, because at that point, like 5 months in, as long as they're adding stuff somewhat regularly, then your friend can jump into the game and you can genuinely play for like hours and hours on end, because there's so much content that you guys have to experience, you know. Now they might do the whole FOMO thing and be like, well, no, this event is gonna go away, which I think it's fine in bursts, but not like, yeah, maybe like hopefully every 2 or 5 events that are basically timed, there'll be one that stays, you know, something that is a good add-on to the game that's genuinely going to add value for years to come. To maybe it's a co-op event, maybe it's a different type of thing, you know. Hopefully that is in the future for sure. But I do think they need to add it, although MMOs are typically pretty good about adding stuff, because that's the whole model, I think. Yeah, even yeah, could have another classic Albedo old BS being a 5-3 star. Yeah. I'd say whichever a reroll got you Murian would be best value so far. That should be picked up your plan if no rerolls work out. Yeah, I'll probably go for this whole day and be like, next stream I'll be like, boys, it did not get better, or I'll be like, dude, yeah, honestly, it's either I get 2 5 stars with one of them being the one that I want, or I get Nemesis, and I'm like, you know what, I'll build around this. Because if you get Nemesis and what is functionally 7 wishes, woof. That only 4 really wild. Now, granted, this is not 7 or 4 wishes. This is 4 times 20, which is still not a lot, but still enough to be like, okay, come on, we're getting to the point. Of course, that's not how pity works, but still. That's not how this works at all, right? I don't think this game has that type of pity where, like, the more you go deep, like when we get to 80, you have soft pity where it starts to improve the chance, but I don't think that's how this game works, I don't think. I think it's like, no, we give you it at 80, and you can get multiple, and it doesn't take away that 80, so that's what we're gonna give you, alright? Don't try to fuck me on this, okay? Basilisk says, the fact that I made more summons in this game in the past 24 hours than I made in Genshin in the last month is crazy. Yeah. And you haven't even scratched the surface, right? Basilisk, you still probably got tons of map to explore, weeklies to do. We haven't even wrapped up this weekly bounty. Has anybody made a value proposition breakdown for the like battle pass? Is it worth or nah? I'm a little worried. I would have loved if there was like a welcome thing in this game, which I'm not sure if there is. You think they would have done that though? I feel like they would have seen how like many people just fucking go balls to the walls with that, but no. Bluff says, oh, Grin, want me to go ahead and make the crew? It's a good idea to have a crew available as early as possible so we can get a crew Yeah, no, that's awesome, Fluffy. If you wanna helm that, it'll be a little bit to like grind up to my story progression again. I'll try to be quick about it, but yeah, if you want to get ahead of that, sure. It's a little bit of a burden, I think, because you're like I think the tip of the spear, but I'm also a mess, so probably for the best. Lone Singlet says no, it does, Grin. It does have a Welkin equivalent. It's a monthly pass to play. Oh, okay. Oh, it does. Red said that's right. Okay, fucking dope. Is it better than the other one? Than the battle pass? Because that was always the thing people went back and forth. It was like, the battle pass. It depends on what you want. Like if you have a desire for like wishes, then yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah. But that was my biggest regret in Genshin. I always said that I wish I would have immediately done. If I would have started doing the battle pass like day one, I would have been well set. And if I didn't, yeah, we'll probably did do that. We're not gonna spend a fucking dime into the base currency, but we'll get some battle passes along the line. We'll get some damn welcome moons and such. Boti says yes, please. I want to have a crew too. Hell yeah, yeah, that sounds wonderful. If I have the go ahead for creating the crew, shall we call it? Yeah, Brothers Grimm was what I was hoping. That's kind of our weird collective freak show, which I like. To play off of the Brothers Grimm, the fables and such. It's not like relative or relevant to us as a people, but yes, but yes. To play on a word that I said that works, and I will not have it any other way. Let's move on. Boom. Maybe in all caps. I don't know. Yeah, no, that'll be good. All caps, fine. Make it look clean. That's nice. The battle pass has about 180 tiers. Yeah, that's where I worry. I'm like, do I got enough time to grind? Like that's the thing. This is this game's strength and all that. But it's like, do you have a billion hours to grind? And I'm like, well, I still haven't finished the book I read or I've started. Which, by the way, has been eating me up. I played all day today, and I'm like, I haven't read the book, and then I'm at like literally the end of the chapters kind of thing. And I'm like, fucking finish it, asshole me. But then we got so many things happening. That's why I was trying to binge it this week. But it was, yeah. They stuffed so much value at the very end of that book to where I'm like, fuck, shit. It basically says, I basically explored the starter area, starter island way so far. Yeah. That's probably why people are saying, dude, like, you'll be able to get all of it. Like, chill out. And I'm like, don't you fucking tell me how to play my game. Okay. But like Fluff's saying, we already have a character with 30 pulls. We got 2 SSRs. That's a pretty good pop-off point. But what if we could have the cube guy and any other SSR? Then what? You know? Possibilities. There's not entirely sure. You don't know the entire value overall yet. Damien says, lol, all got to shower you with rewards at launch, even Genshin. I had a ton of free wish. Yeah, I don't think like this, Damon. I haven't heard anybody talking about how they got 4 SSR or 5-star characters at the very beginning. Not even people who reroll. The best I heard was 2. So the fact that people are able to get... Also, if you've just... Damien, have you gotten in and played? I'm curious. Because if you get in and play, it's weird. It's like there's wishes everywhere. And again, that could be finite. That's the catch. Is that like, yeah, my God, so many wishes until there's no way to get continual wishes, which could be the shitty value proposition type thing. But yeah. Fluff says that the 20 pack provides an exclusive outfit. Oh. This is the welcome of this game. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Oh, no, there is a welcome to this game. You get around 30 titanium. 30 titanium, or 300 titanium, equivalent to Genshin crystals, and 100 dark crystals per day. And a random box per day. Ooh, okay. So we get a little more on top. Eat that, Genshin. What's in the box? Food? Some sort of like treat. I have food in this game, so maybe that's what I did. Basil says Battle Pass and Welkin is monthly must for me. At least last month I bought 2 Welkins and 960 gems in my pack. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Just it's always good to hit the ground running. Go! Talking dialogue! Skip it, skip. She wants us to throw some sort of thing in there. I hate that you have to come to a complete stop in order to pick something up. This feels like this game has so much quick snappiness that I wish it was just all that all the time. I'm hitting it. There we go. I can make it brothers grin, but otherwise fully all caps looks bad to me. Okay, just do that then. Just do you can do that brothers grin with all caps, yeah. Basilisk says or Baptized that. Fluff says as for the motto, I can just make it a link to the Discord. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. It also would be, well, no, that's good, motto. I want to do a channel banner for our gaming channel thing, but it's basically like a cute backdrop of a bunch of weirdos in like hoods, essentially, like a bunch of grimace shadows with like white eyes popping out of them, with like a shadow silhouette of which is clearly a woman, in like a weird cloak thing, but not I'm envisioning like playful. Like a, you know, the old Halloween costume of literally like a bed sheet, basically, except that with white eyes, and then one having the silhouette of clearly a woman holding a sign that says also accepts women, just because it's kind of a little weird to be like, all right, why are we specifying this weird specificity? But yes, but that's eventually we'll figure that out, but not yet. Update, all enhance. We got it good. Let's go. How do I switch to my weapon? There we go. This. I wonder if that makes you harder to like hit. No. Because you're coming at it from 6 different angles, so I hope that makes it so that you're actually pretty hard to hit. Go. Oh my god, we're not even close to getting to the point where we need to be. Fluff says, as for the motto, Damien says, yeah, I'm level 20. I got an SSR and 30 pulls on both my accounts. Yeah, you know, it's a guaranteed SSR at 30 pulls. Yeah. But I'm surprised because it seems like you're saying like, oh, even Genshin has those kind of like lots of wishes at the beginning. But outside of like the 10 wishes, the 20 wishes that they gave us, it's the fact that like you're going around the world space, popping open chests, and you're getting like a pull. Which in Genshin, I think you'd have to get like there was like, I think there was special elite quests or elite chests that were the gold that gave you, I think, 30 primo gems per pickup, and it takes you 150 to do it. So like you'd have to find, and also these chests were invisible, like you couldn't see them. The whole point is that you need to almost look up a strategy guide to do it. And in this game, you'll like feed a flower, a little enemy, and then they'll be like, here's a gold pole, and you're like, oh shit, okay. Pretty huge. Fluff says, there seems to be a guaranteed SSR at 30A. 30 is the guarantee. That's what I mean. So like that's why I'm less over the moon when I get a 5-star at the 30th pull, because it's guaranteed. So if I can get one at the 10th pull and 20th pull, then that's like, oh fuck, we've made it. Because then anything else is, we know we're guaranteed a 3rd one, so it's just like, fuck it. Whatever happens. I gotta work out today and do shoulders, man. It's been a hot minute since I've done shoulders. I feel like I'm degraded because I've been sick like double weeks in a row. Not good. I am not looking forward to grinding through the story, although I imagine if you skip everything, it's pretty fast. But I will say that's something that I'm not looking forward to doing again. Not that the story's particularly bad, it's just that I don't want to do it all again. Alright, yes. There we go, open this. Quickly, give me. There we go. Oh. Alright, setting it up costs 500 DC, but I'm good for that. But I'm good for that? What do you mean? If it costs money, then Fluff, don't do it. Don't do it, yeah. There we go. I think the Discord link is being detected as insensitive things. Then you could also put also accepts, what's a funner way of saying also accepts a woman without it being creepy? Maybe that's the point. Non-gender specific cult or some bullshit, I don't know. Any ideas, boys? A good tagline for our weirdness. Simo says, are you re-rolling? Yes, I am. It's been a brutal situation, my guy, but we here. We out here. Go! Give me. Oh! Give me. Perfect. Damien says, aren't you worried about burning out for reroll? I don't really have the burnout thing, man. I know there's something about, like, I don't really get it. To me, I don't know if it's just that I've always had, like, a thing where, like, if something is, like, I've worked out ever since I was 18 for, and I'm 25, for 3 hours almost every day. Like, there was, as long as something is worth doing, it can be quite painful and or have suffering involved in doing it, and I'll just do it. If it's worth something, if it, like, what I mean by worth something, like, the reason why I exercise is because one day if I had a kid, I would want to, and I died, if I died, basically, I would want him to know that I wanted to be there. I have loved ones that if I could do something now, whether it's like a heart condition or all that stuff, and I do have a lot of weird shit in my family to where I could have various diseases and bad things happen, like diabetes and whatnot, in my family. If I could do a sacrifice now, but it could mean that I'd have a better life, I'd feel better, and ideally I'd be there for the people who I care about in this world, I would take it, you know? So the same thing with, like, this, where it's just like, there is a boon that is like, I 2 days of suffering and or 2 days of me not being like, oh my god, this is the most exhilarating dopamine delivering thing ever. I think there is like it sounds weird, but there is like a skill to not needing, to like finding peace basically instead of discomfort. You know what I mean? So like I know a lot of people who despise feeling negative emotions, and I think I also don't like that. But also I think there's a big difference between negative emotion and this emotion that is kind of just a little emotion that you can basically just relax. You know, it's not like it's horrible, but it's kind of like, I could just enjoy this silence. That's exactly what it kind of feels like. You know, it's like some people hate silence, but if you can also learn to enjoy what silence has, which is just the simplicity of it, just the relaxation of it all. And I find the same kind of feeling with me with a lot of things like that. I think it's quite valuable to get good at that idea of being able to put up with something as long as it's worth it. You don't just want to suffer because it's fucking nothing. But if it took me a little bit of time here to know that when I'm 3 hours in the game, I have 2 characters or 2 weapons that I could have a lot of fun with. Because I don't know, because to me, I always think about what's the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario is, even though there's a lot of wishes in this game, I just get hella unlucky and have to go to 80 every time, which has been my experience in Genshin at least. I win the 50-50s, but I always have to go as deep as you can possibly go, almost most of the time. So yeah, for me, I would always rather. This isn't bad. This isn't bad for me. As much as it is mind-numbing, but it isn't painful. You know, it's at best a little boring. But I find boring is alleviated by having you guys here and etc. And if you guys weren't here, I'd have a podcast. I'd have some music. I would enjoy the time here as much as I could. Because there's a lot of ways to, I think, enjoy simplicity of an action that you've done 1,000 times. You know, there's plenty of people who work at jobs in which they know exactly what to do, and there's no variability in their job, and they either put a bullet in their head or they figure out how to make that time meaningful. Whether that's enjoying the simplicity, whether that's listening to podcasts so that they don't feel the monotony creep up too much, etc. There's plenty of ways to make that stuff feel less like that. Also, again, like I think I when I get to the point where I am pretty spent, then I will definitely stop. But right now I haven't gotten to that point. And it's kind of, to me, it's also like a sick challenge as well of like, how far can you go before you've earned the thing that you're hoping to attain? Because, yeah. Fluff says, yeah, I am having a difficulty getting it to accept that motto. Okay, create without a motto. The game, we probably could add a motto eventually. Seamote says the game is quite generous with pity. Yeah. I don't bother re-rolling because it's probably like Genshin where you're played long enough, you'll get even more. But yeah, no, Seamote, I do think the reason why I'm doing the re-rolling is because I want to have at least 1 or 2 characters in which I know I can have fun with. The thing I don't want to have, which is kind of what happened in Genshin, or I could see being worse, what could burn me out is when I'm 5 hours into the game and I'm using the same character and I don't even like the way they play. That's not good. That I dislike. So if I could have 2 characters, at least one of them that I really enjoy playing, then that's actually I'm pretty content with that. Actually, it's pretty okay. As long as I'm having fun, I'm pretty happy, you know. So yeah, as well as it was that. Damien says, I heard the power creep is pretty bad in this game. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've yet to see it, but probably I could see that being in some cases a situation, you know. But honestly, that was one of the weirder things that I didn't mind, or I thought Genshin would have done that eventually, had a power creep kind of situation, but it didn't. Well, it kind of did, but it was usually like one character out of nowhere was just fucking the best, and it wasn't like each character is inevitably insanely good compared to the previous, you know. But also with the amount of like how many versions you can get of a character, that can also determine the character's power as well. Also lame. Let's see which we get, whatever we get. Lone Singed says, my suggestion, men and women of culture, welcome. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Oddly, it was the use of the colon. Oh, weird. Was preventing me from submitting the motto, huh? Oh, but my suggestion is Tasabasa supremacy. is that the thing? Well, what happens when she ages out of the meta, huh? Is it like a Kaching meta thing? We make a lot of Kaching mains or Kasabasa people. Where is that 5-star SSR person? Hey, Fluff, my boy. We got your axe-wielding shield waifu. Let's go. There she is. Molten Shield V2. Alright. Let's do a bunch of single pull. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, we have Nemesis pulls. Frankly, again, if we get a Nemesis, we have fundamentally won. Okay, this will be acceptable. I do wish there was something here that would signal you getting like a proper wish. Like there's something in Genshin that signals it's a thing where this is pretty quick from like, oh, you got nothing. Oh, you got nothing. But maybe that's the whole point. Maybe the whole point of Gacha, they know that like getting as close to the wire, edging as hard as he possibly can to get the payoff is half of the battle. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, wait, no, I think I'm I'm not on the right banner. I think I spent a wish on the disgusting normal banner. Oh, disgust me. Anyways, it's actually kind of shitty. Again, we're pushing, like, we're thinking of getting her in, like, 4 things, which is insanely lucky. Like, the most absurd luck you've ever seen is getting her in this. Yeah, it's madness, but maybe. Fluff, so, are you doing that? Do we have a guild? Also, what level do you have to be to get to the guild, Fluff? No dice. Insufficient tokens, but wait, you son of a bitch. Pop, pop. This. Yep, this. Nope, why did it log off? Okay, let's look at my most successful account. We'll log into that one, because I did write that one down, because I was like, well, it could be what we have to use. And nothing again. Again, pain, suffering. Alright, boys, this was not it. Not the account. Insufficient funds, yes. Well, okay. I'm not hurt, it's fine. Well, let's go check out the one account, see if I'm right on this being the best one that I've gotten. Which, you know what is even more fucked up? I did a little bit of re-rolling yesterday, but my first re-rolled character, give me a sec, it's just this, I believe, and then, give me a sec, that's right, okay. Let's see. Yeah, sorry. My first reroll of the day, I got the 2, and I was like, "Oh, we're off to such a good start. We're just gonna be popping off," and then 20 pulls later, never again. Haven't got another two SSRs and 2 characters. So yeah, but maybe also I might even misunderstand or misremembering what my characters were. Like I think it was shield person. I'm not sure. Maybe it was the archer lady and the shield person. Let's see. Woof, 2 hours, fucking Christ. Well, let's vibe until we get in. Oh, sorry. It's so loud, I'm so sorry. This is my coffee with cocoa, matcha, an espresso shot, 2 spoonfuls of coffee, instant coffee. And, yeah, cocoa, that's it, yeah. It's so good. It's just like you just put all that in a cup and it just tastes so good. Fluff says level 16 to unlock crew. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ba, 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 ba. Red says, Themote. I've been playing Genshin for 2 years, and still haven't gotten Mona, which is a 5-star. I want the most. What does Themote says? Oh shit, sorry, I didn't see the message. The game is quite generous with pity. Didn't bother re-rolling, because unlike the problem with Genshin, it seems like playing long enough will. Oh, I reread that. Yeah. And again, I definitely think it makes sense for people who are like, it'll all work out. But for me, if there's ever like a thing where I could start off with a character that I like, that I know I will enjoy, that also could maybe carry me so that I don't have to go with that shitty resistance of feeling like I've been limited by my shitty RNG luck of things. If I could stack the deck just in a little bit in my favor to where I could have a funner time with the characters I actually am interested in, I gotta take that choice. For me, that's an easy deal. But also, if you're the person who's like, I don't know, any character can kind of become good. Worst case scenario, and this is the best argument in this game a little bit for this, I think, which no one's mentioned yet. But the best argument for not re-rolling, and the best argument to play devil's advocate against myself, who's saying that, like, well, what if I'm not going to enjoy the character I'm playing, and what if I'm not strong enough to partake in the end game? That's why I want a specific kind of character, so I can have fun with that specific kind of character, and be powerful, and them carry me, etc. Well, the counter argument to that is this is a MMO game, and there are going to be people who have extreme luck. There are going to be people who expended an exorbitant amount of money in this game, and there's going to be all of those things. So those people can carry you, and everybody needs to do the various things like world bosses and etc. So it is going to be a need anyway. You're eventually going to be pulled into to a queue with a group of people. In which you're going to piggyback off of their power, essentially, and vice versa. It's not like you couldn't provide value with a healer, with a whatever, right? So that's a good devil's advocate for people who are like, I'm not, like, unlike Genshin, there's only one activity in the entire game, really, that you can, like, leverage another person's power, and even then it's kind of weird. Not one, I guess, it's everything, essentially, but not really. The place where you need power is not a place where you can sufficiently attain power, and even then, there's a limitation on who you can play with, like, if you have a friend that's high leveled, he can fucking drag you through all the content. In Genshin, if you have a person that's high level, then you're fucked, essentially. Let us go. Oh, wait. Oh, dude, I forgot. I didn't collect my rewards. So we have the rewards for not only our 10 free wishes for being on the front page of App Store, but also we got some extra things because of weird bullshittery. And we got this, another 3. We got 600 money. Let's get it. Where are we going? Also, did I look at the other things? I don't think I looked at everything properly. If we go to the this. No, I did. We got all this. I did, I guess. Oh, no, we didn't get this first one. I wonder why. Maybe we did. No, I don't know. I don't know if we got the first little tick here. But anyways, what are the characters I have here? I have no idea. I thought I had the shield lady, but maybe not. Let's see. Weapons. We have... Maybe Simulacrum is better to see. Oh, yeah. No, see, I'm right. I was right. We got Mel. Ice Queen Extraordinaire. We also got Hime, I think. This is the one that Fluff wants. Cute. Cute. We also got Echo. Disgusting. I hate her playstyle. We also got a healer. Not bad. We also got a gunner. Not bad. We also got a bow. I don't like it. I don't this one's bad. I don't like it. But what if we could pull out what's her name right now, boys? right now. That's for reaching level 10. How did I get it on my other characters though? Because I've always gotten that first notch. Weird. Or maybe I did and it just doesn't tell you the previous level that you got. We got the trash again. Building that pity. What, unless I see the other person just stacked. Like human without the N. Huma. Okay. I like Hime, but sure. Huma. Shield waifu. Let's just go with that. Okay. And yep, all this. Oh, we got a purple leaf. I think I wished a little bit in here. We got 10. We got another bow character. Great. Awesome. So good. So good. And I think we've tapped our luck, boys. That's where we yep. Insufficient tokens. We got 10 the pity. So there's that. I do want to see one thing. What? Why can I? Choice? Oh, I also. We could also do another. Do I want to do another temple? I think we have. It doesn't matter. I don't think there's any reason to hold off temple unless you want to wait 6 months until they add to this banner. So I think you just go buck wild. Let's do it. Let's do it. One reason I really don't want to reroll is I managed to get the character named Surfer, the pistol lady, which I often like to use in MMOs. I usually have those alt codes characters since it always takes in MMOs. Alt code, what does that mean? That's the gun lady, right? Everyone talks about how good she is, the gun lady. All right, we got a stupid little gross fucking. Okay. Well. We got some characters. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, let's see. Weapons. I don't have enough power to use most of them. Switch. We have the shield person. We also have Ice Princess switch. Ice Princess Claymore. Yes. And I would like to actually change to look like one of them. I like. It's a lot of side boob, hun. Let's not. Let's use. She's cute. I like the militarized look. All right. Very cool. She has an idle animation that what? Heart on chest, dog tags, see-through stomach thing. Neat. Anywho, we got a big ass claymore. Feels legit. What does it do? Here's the alt. Whoop! Bow. Okay. Actually, that's not. It also doesn't feel as slow as I thought it would. Crash down. And also do a dodge, and then huck a giant. Okay. That seems like excessive. It looks gorgeous. Next weapon, I guess. We got shield meta. How do I switch weapons? Why? There we go. Shield meta. Very cool. I think if we hold down. Nope. Wrong. Nope. Tap. LT? Well, how do you? Oh, I think we just hold down the button. Yeah. And then we just sitting there. I think we're soaking in damage, maybe. That's kind of epic. That's huge. What's our alt? Just imagine a huge gain of. Oh no, we have now a different weapon. That's kind of cool. That's a lot. That's a lot. I get it, Fluff. I get it now. If we do a dodge, we do a heavy hit. Oh, she just regains that ground. Oh, we do dodge forward. Same thing. Okay. Okay. How do we? Oh wow. Oh, so we just wait. So if I switch, and now I can fuck it up. Yeah. I switch back. Okay. You do always have to pivot it to this, but it seems like it comes back quite fast. 20 seconds. Yeah, it's not bad. Not too bad. Also, why does it say I have more? Event incoming. Oh, I apparently did that. Okay. Okay. What is happening? That's for reaching level 11. Like human. No red. Meant in this game. Main character, not character. A human account. I mean my account name. But it's also the MC character, and the NPC character refers to me as. Okay, gotcha. Mira's Claymore is considered one of the high tier weapons. Oh, well, okay. I mean, honestly, it works. Like the Claymore looks pretty stellar. Honestly, the Claymore's huge. I could use the Claymore and just kind of vibe with this for a hot minute. It's actually faster attacking than I thought it would be. So that's dope. But yeah, I could also get my. Well, damn it. See, this is the problem. This person, the tank. I feel like I want to get 0, but having her, it almost makes it seem like it's a bad, just team base. It's bad output, you know. Ugh. I don't know what that does. I feel like if we're getting hit by shit, it's gonna soak up damage. But also I haven't felt like things are so impossible to dodge that you need a tank yet. Maybe when you're fighting world bosses, that probably is where it comes in. But at least for right now, it seems a little bit. Yes, I don't know. But yeah, moving forward, this probably will be my main character. I'll probably go eat. I'll exercise, eat, shower, and then maybe grind a little bit more tonight. See if we can come out looking in any way. Lone Snicket says he made looking so cool. It looks cool. I agree. She looks. All the ladies, I appreciate that they gave her not like. Yeah, a lot of the girls are like, here's a shit ton of side boob, you know, or like Genshin worked up to it. They're just like, no, here it is at the hitting the ground running. She looks a little bit more militarized. Although I did notice the fact that she has like a very see-through stomach covering thing. Mary's Claymore is considered one of the highest with it, and that's why I'm envious. Oh, sorry. That's fine. I guess her is in my selection. But yeah, that's true. You can always do that. Now I see why you like that character. Never seen that her gameplay yet till now. Oh, this one, yeah. Oh yeah. King, like a charge blade, or kind of like a charge blade. Yeah. The like this one or the Claymore. The Claymore, I could get why it's nuts. I think it works to have the shield with the cube. You'll probably have a tank resource, but some bonus heal. Yeah, it's true. Heal 3-star cosmetic is nice. Or her 3-star cosmetic is nice. She's got a ninja mask, and her weapon looks amazing. Yeah, that's crazy too, man. Like you get 2 skins. Genshin, in the last 2 years, has released like 4 skins for characters. This game is like, no, every single update, we are probably gonna add a thing that not only changes the look of your character, but the way their weapon looks as well. And it's not even like a little bit. It's like a whole ass thing. Like different meshes, different textures. Genshin is just like, but we can't because... And this game's just like, why? Like, you're being paid millions. What the fuck? Anyway. But ladies and gentlemen, again, I am very much enjoying this game. To me, again, I'm blown away at the... I was really worried. My biggest fear with Tower Fantasy, which I never told you guys... Because there's just people were being so like critical for no reason. I feel like with the game, where like they didn't even play it and they were already saying that like everything's shit about it, and like it's yeah. Anyways, but my biggest worry with Tower Fantasy was gonna be its movement. I really just like MMOs that feel super hollow, like that almost feel like you have zero input. You're like you basically just hit a button, and the character kind of has to sit there, and you're just like, okay, I guess we're doing this now, and then we're just hanging out, and yeah, it just feels bad to me. Like there's lag, there's like a animation sludge. This game with its movement and its fastness and its ability to aim and stuff like that, it feels so good and fast. The only thing I think they need to tighten up, I think it's a budget issue right now, is the like story and the like gamepad options. But otherwise, it feels really good to play and hit. And I cannot actually wait to play co-op with you guys. So I feel like that's when the game is going to come alive in a whole different way that Genshin can only tap at. And this game, I think, is going to capitalize on. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to go exercise. I'm already a little bit late. Jesus Louise. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, even though this is... Yeah, it's probably a good idea that we have something to achieve every stream, but this one was more of me just hanging out, doing the thing that I've been doing all day. Literally been doing it since 8 p.m., probably 9 hours of just this, which is why my body is fatigued as hell. But I'll shower, come back, see if I can get anything more. Yeah, but thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your night. At least this is a solid backup account if no other reroll. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. Again, I don't, especially now that I see the Claymore. I seen it before, but it's pretty nuts. And the fact that you can just switch to this and then just do a huge bunch of slashes like that, it's on a 43-minute cooldown. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. But not really, because you're like slashing for half of that. But you also got crazy range. Anyway, it looks cool. It looks very cool. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow. By the way, I think tomorrow we will be playing a brand new game. It's called Cult of the Lamb. I'd love to know what you guys think about it, even just to pop up for a second and see what you guys are thinking, feeling when you see it. If it's something you think you're interested in, but looks, yeah, anyway, that'd be cool to see or hear from you guys. But yeah, we're going to be playing that tomorrow, probably. I think it comes out. I'll try to download it tonight, get it installed. And then that will be Saturday. That'll be Saturday, so we'll do our Hangout stream. Then Sunday stream will be our Wonderland stream, where we're going to be messing around with the Blight Collar. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get my hands on him until then, so hopefully there's nothing too crazy, or maybe there's good that there's a baseline anyway. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.